things that I did that I didn't realize how much calm it would give me. And I was happy that I did. That's one of the things that actually grounded me that I wanted to ask. In your week, is there something that you did that you thought brought you back together?
Rationalizing every experience and telling myself, like, what did that mean to me? How did I show up? How did I react? I think really helps me even
I've tried to
every
journal.
day.
I've tried to journal. I'm
Yeah.
saying that because I've tried to journal and it doesn't.
We squeezed ourselves. We squeezed our budget of the month, but the 1,000 we'll put it in the bank. When it becomes a lot, we will start investing it into something that actually generates income.
That's true. Right. And then I think that is at the point where we realize 3,000 is also like a little money, so we need to find people to join this chamar of ours.
Yes.
I think it's at that point
Yeah,
where we are like, do you think that we knew much about investment at the time?
No, we just wanted to start something.
We just wanted to have some money somewhere.
Yeah, we just wanted to start. And I even remember we started the table banking. Is it table banking where like people can borrow when it comes to emergencies?
Yes.
From that pool of the money.
We realized practically that putting a lot of money in a money market fund that is not our emergency fund
Yeah.
is not smart. It's good when you're putting emergency money in a money market fund, but it doesn't make you a lot. You are not stressed, you and your well-being, and you're not feeling guilty about how you work with your money because it's a working. You work with your money. How do you make sure that you do that? You make sure that you're not worried and you're balancing your well-being and how you work with your money.
To pay myself, because I think people often forget to put something aside for themselves.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
so before it comes, I already know this is where everything is going. It's literally like I pay to our group is also part of what I
Paying
consider
yourself.
as paying myself, and I send it out. I will put some other
Because I also realized that now in my budget, I've put the limits to each line item, right? And then now the next thing that I do is, for example, the household spend. Because sometimes you will need stuff, sometimes you have enough, sometimes you go back. I go back shopping, so I don't buy the same things every other month.
Yeah.
So there's thing is glad. That's how I know that I'm in a good mental space. Beyond sleeping, and I'm the person who likes to sleep. I think I can sleep. Like. Hi everyone, thank you for joining us. My name is Salome Njoki. I'm happy to be here. I am refraining from giving myself titles right now, but I wanted to have a conversation with a friend of mine, and she will introduce herself and what she does, and then we can, like, she's my friend, so we'll get right into the conversation. Today we are going to speak about different things. We'll talk about how we know each other, our friendship, we'll talk about that. Talk about mental health today. We'll talk about money because that's one of the things that we do together. We'll also talk about fitness and what that means to us. Generally, today we'll talk about integrated wellness and how we live our lives with that in mind. So, thank you again for joining us. We look forward to engaging a bit more on these different topics in different times with different people. But our first guest is Snider. Welcome, Snider.
Thank you. My name is Snider Mugese. I am Salomon's friend for how many years now?
From 2018?
Yeah, 7+ years or so. Yeah, I'm a mom. I am also a finance professional. Well, my background is in finance. I refrain from also giving myself titles because, well, that's another topic for another day. But we've known each other for such a long time. We've done a lot of things together. We've talked a lot. We have supported each other, and we are moms. We're both moms, and so we link up on so many levels.
Yeah, sure.
And it's good to be a part of this conversation.
How are you today, Snider?
Whew. It's one of those days, but I'm good. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I made it. I am really just hoping to contribute as much as possible.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the time. I'm okay myself. I have had quite the week. I think I gave you a bit of a snippet
Yeah.
yesterday, and I told you that I'm without a help. I don't have a wife currently. And it's been interesting just doing everything, including the school drop-offs, the pickups, the cooking, the cleaning, the making sure that everything is running as it should in the house. And the past week was not the best week. I think I put it on socials. I said that I am on my least energized week, also because of my cycle and the hormone issues that happen during that season. So it's been an interesting week, but I've discovered a couple of things this week that have helped me. Maybe you can also share. One of the things is I realize that I don't remove my shoes outside as often as I should. I know we talk about
Like
it.
walking on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know, and I'm able to. Now I have a space. I live in a community that I'm able to actually remove my shoes and walk around barefoot.
Yeah.
And this week I realized, oh my God, maybe that's why I'm feeling so unanchored. Let me go and commune with myself and the ground. And I was able to do it. But it was one of the things that I did that I didn't realize how much calm it would give me. And I was happy that I did. That's one of the things that actually grounded me that I wanted to ask. In your week, is there something that you did that you thought brought you back together? And the other thing was in the chaos of cleaning, picking up, organizing, ironing, folding, they remind us to be grateful. I was talking to my daughter about how far we've come. My daughter is a 2018 baby. I was jobless at the time and whatnot. And we've been looking at the pictures and realizing how dark the pictures were in 2018 because I did have like a great phone. And in this week, just when I've had moments, I just keep remembering how far I've come from. And it helps that we've known each other for this season. We met in a season that was not maybe the best of our lives, and things have continuously gotten better.
Yeah.
But maybe away from me, you can tell me, like, are there things that have brought me? So for me, it's remembering gratitude and literally stepping on the grass, touching some grass with my feet.
Yeah.
And the soil and whatnot, and connecting like that. What does that look like for you?
It's very interesting. We have so much in common. Just how we met, the stories of that period when we had our babies, so much in common. What I do for me is reflecting. At the end of the day, at the end of a long day, I just sit in my bed and force myself to reflect on things. Because throughout the day, I've been experiencing people, I have been talking to them, I have stayed in my head overthinking. And so at the end of it all, just sitting down and actually rationalizing every experience and telling myself, like, what did that mean to me? How did I show up? How did I react? I think really helps me even for the next day. So every day, every night, and after I do that, I write 3 things I'm grateful for the
So
day.
you journal?
Yes. I journal. I've tried to every day.
I've tried to journal. I'm saying that because I've tried to journal and it doesn't seem to work for me because I feel like I have to present myself in a particular way. And maybe that we can explore that in the coming episodes, in coming conversations, so to speak. Because I feel like I have to present myself in a particular way. And I don't feel like it's, for me, I feel like it's not authentic when I have to really organize my thoughts in a particular words, in a particular grammatical arrangements and whatnot. Journaling hasn't worked for me. That's the bottom line of what I'm trying to say. It hasn't. I even tried to put it on my phone. I have a prompt every other day because I'm not the person to journal every day. But every other day, the prompt comes in at 9 a.m. 9 p.m. every other day, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I ignore it. The easiest thing for me, interestingly, to do is to write down my prayers when I can't pray.
I like that.
I write down my prayers. And the weird thing is I'm able to, or the best thing about that, the thing I love about being able to write my prayers is I can go back and see.
Yeah.
Did I ask for something? Was it answered?
Mm-hmm.
So right now, my biggest fear is if someone comes across that prayer book, because it's a literal book. It's not electronic.
It's not okay.
So it's like me talking to God in a book.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's my way of journaling.
Yeah, I think so.
It is.
And it's hard. It's hard to be consistent. Honestly,
It's
most
hard.
of the
I don't do
time,
it every day.
most of the time I'm in bed and I'm just like, oh my God, do I have to do this again? Can I just sleep and maybe try again tomorrow? But yeah, and sometimes it's not even journaling. It's just saying 3 things I'm grateful for. It keeps me grounded to reality and not just my ambitions, the drive, the goals. It's just like, how can I look back and actually appreciate what I have? Because you forget, you know?
You do. I ignore it. I'm like, I don't want to start gathering my thoughts right now. But
Yeah.
when I do feel like it's like a lot is going on in my head, I always grab that prayer book and I notice, hey, the last time was like last month or last 2 months or so.
That's me.
I do a page. Yeah, but I think the point is, how are you showing up today? How do you feel? Are you feeling together? Are you feeling grounded? Are you feeling connected to yourself and your feelings?
Yes.
Which is something that I want anybody who watches this to remember, that how you show up is not just for the people who experience you. It's also for you to actually be able to be present
Yeah.
in your life, in the moments that are happening, in the things that are you are doing, with the people that you're interacting with, to be present with that. And with that, let's get into how we met.
Yes, happy to. I remember it was, like you said, 2018 at our co-working space. We were just like neighbors, and I would see you walk around in and out of your office. Sometimes you would just be on your phone, and I was like, who is this girl?
What is she always doing on her phone? I'm in
When
sales.
does
I'm
she
always on
work?
my phone.
When does she get her work done?
Yeah, I'm in sales. That's my work, to be on the phone.
I know.
Yeah.
And then we started talking shortly afterwards.
Yeah.
And then we'd just have like random lunches. And then it
Yeah.
became something that was very
Like, are you going
consistent.
for lunch? Can we go and eat? Because we never used to be provided for lunch, so we used to carry home lunch.
Yeah.
Because we were saving money. We didn't have enough to be walking around having lunches. So yeah, we went at Nairobi
Actually,
Garage.
everything around was super expensive. Not
It
unless
was
you are going
to Akibandaski.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we met in 2018. We started having lunch. Like, anything that you remember from that season?
No, I remember us just having lunch, the 3 of us, you and our other friend, and we would just talk about our experience being moms, and we will talk about the drama that we are facing. And
So much drama.
I know, but I remember just walking out of those sessions feeling lighter. It's one of the, actually for me, the 3 of us was one of my first experiences of having a community that without strings attached, because we didn't have any expectations. It wasn't that we have to meet, but it always
Just
happened.
at lunchtime, you're like, are you going for lunch? Yeah, okay, go sit over there.
It was so
We
effortless.
sit and we made a lot of noise in those co-working spaces. But I do remember at that time, you're right, we didn't have much expectations on the friendship. But do you remember we used to call it, are you going for therapy? At some point, we started calling it therapy.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes.
Because it was at those moments where you're like, okay, my child has done this.
My baby
The
daddy.
father of my child has done that.
Yeah.
Or I'm thinking of doing a certain project, and so on and so on.
And what I liked about it was it was without judgment.
Yes.
It was just, we were just opening up and not feeling like...
It was quite an interesting get to do, because we didn't think much. We were in the same space. And that's maybe something that we can talk about, like how some friendships just evolve because you are in the same spaces. And if you set the right foundation, if you change spaces, then the friendships can continue. But if there's no right foundation, or the circumstances really don't align, then it ends just there in that space.
Especially if you don't have a goal that you're working on together. It can't just be
Goal.
You come, you yap, and then you go back.
Yeah, but for our season, it felt like it was just we are coming together to yap and then go back for our afternoon session.
But we quickly transitioned into something more. And
Maybe we can talk
can
about
get
that.
into that.
Yeah. So we at some point we stopped yapping. So we kept
Yapped,
yapping,
but with
and then we
a strong
added some
foundation,
flavor
yeah.
to the yapping, such that
Yeah.
okay, we're happy to talk about that baby daddy is not aligning himself.
Yeah. Of course, we have our own weaknesses, but
yeah, we were able to talk about, you know, our life circumstances at that time, whether it's another friendship or work, because we're all working in the same space, whether it's money. And speaking of money, I think that's what has kept our friendship going, because for the most part, yes, we do like each other. We have a lot in common. Our children being the least of it.
Yeah.
But I think we kind of realized early on that, oh, you guys, why don't we talk every day, we see each other every day, we're in the same space. Why don't we put money together? We started putting money together. And just to run ahead of the story, Snider is one of my investment partners. There's a group of us that has come together. You might, if you keep it here, you will meet all the others. But Snider is one of the girls that we put money together. We pull resources and then we put in on different investment vehicles, which you are coming to. So how did we start? I think you might have a good recollection.
Yeah. I mean, we started by saying, let's just start with a simple chama. And by chama here, we mean every other three, because it was just the three of us. And every other month we would contribute 1,000 shilling for one person. And so that meant that you get an extra 3,000 every other month. So for me personally, I don't like chamas, because if you give your money as the first person and you're receiving it as the last person, it means that your money has lost value. To be honest, it's not generating any economic value, because you've just given it to someone. Maybe for them it is beneficial.
No, but wait. Yes, true. But when we were starting, did we have that in mind?
Oh no, we just said it's horrible that we actually contribute 3,000 just to eat, because we would ask each other, what did you do with your 3,000? Like,
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Nikao mikafanya vitu.
Yeah, so it felt like we're just
putting money aside to kula mandazi, like
Yeah.
I always say.
Yeah, you started that.
Kula tu mandazi na pesa
Yeah.
ikaisha. And then what happened now after we realized that?
We decided, we squeezed ourselves, we squeezed our budgets, like all we can get, and we said, let's increase it to 2,000. But then this 1,000 will be the chama that someone will be getting at the end of the month. But the 1,000, we'll put it in the bank. When it becomes a lot, we will start investing it into something that actually generates income.
That's true. Right. And then I think is that the point where we realized 3,000 is also like a little money, so we need to find people to join this chama of ours.
Yes.
I think it's at that point
where
we are like, okay, do we have people we trust? Because also trust is a huge element of a chama relationship.
Yeah.
Because people have been known to run away with people's money. So what I told you guys, I have 2 friends that I would let know that we are in a chama.
Yeah.
If they would want, it's 2,000 bob, so that at the end of the month, someone gets 5K, and we put 5K aside, right? Because I remember when we opened the bank account, everybody was sending the 2,000 to the bank account. But really, the essence of it was we wanted someone to get something, but also to put aside some money for investment. How much do you think that we knew much about investment at the time?
No, we just wanted to start something.
We just wanted to have some money somewhere.
Yeah, we just wanted to start. And I even remember we started the table banking. Is it table banking where like people can borrow when it comes to emergencies?
Yes.
From that pool of the money in the bank.
We started doing the lending within ourselves.
Yes.
From the money that we've saved in the bank, each other guarantees. And a couple of people were able to do some borrowing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's fast forward that to a bit of transitions within the relationships. So there are 5 of us, and there's still 5 of us. I think along the way there was a bit of a transition because the 2 people that we added also dropped out along the way.
Yeah.
And just to give a bit of information, just to fast this forward, we added the money. I think we moved from 2,000, and of course in our private lives, in our work lives, we are also working. We are also trying to like better our lives in that way to increase our income, because again, you can't save if you don't have money. You can't save what you don't have. You can't invest what you don't have.
Yeah.
So
And it was very like intentional. Like we would
oh
say,
no, yeah, it
next
was.
year
Next
we
year
want
we are
to
gonna
increase
move
it
to this
the next
amount.
one. Yeah.
And we've moved to, so at some point we added 2 different people because we needed to stay 5 of us. So
Yeah.
up to now there are 5 women in this particular small
Had a
community.
guy at some point.
We added a guy and then we realized I think yeah yeah
It didn't work out.
it didn't work. It didn't really work out. And then the girls decided, let's just be women. We speak the same language.
Yeah.
We can come and we can understand each other. We almost have a similar goals. We want to travel. We want to do interesting things with our lives and for our children. So yes, the first group composition was disbanded, but the original 3 people remained. So it was
Original 2.
Original 2.
Yeah.
Me and you were the original 2, remained. But then we piled up. Your sister joined, my best friend joined, and Carol from high school joined.
Yeah.
Now we are 5 of us to date. Can you let them know how far we've come, how we've been doing things?
So when it was just you, me, and Carol, we got to a certain level, right?
True.
And we said, let's
Actually,
just take everything. We divided the money, right? We had put it in the bank for a while.
Mandazi.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
for me, I bought my first car. Like I added to the money for my car.
Wait. Did I do that?
You did
I had
something.
already
I
bought
think
my
you.
car.
Yeah, I think you had already. But I don't know. It was something about moving. There was something major that you did.
I did something.
Even Caro bought.
We did. Also, Carol did something.
Yes.
Oh, we distributed the money because we were 3 of us. We're like, now what will we do? So we distributed the money and then we started over because we considered disbanding the group. But I have to give credit to Carol. Carol is the one who's like, no, we
cannot do this.
We have done this for 2 years. We can't again now say that 2 years later we want to disband, and we've seen how much you're able to do.
Yeah.
I think around that time, that's when I started talking to Moran Capital.
Yeah.
And I remember telling you guys, hey, you guys, let's up again. We need to do this. And we've increased. Now we've moved from 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 to 5,000.
Yeah. To
10,000.
Then to 20.
To 20,000.
Yeah.
Tuko hapo kwa 20,000. Hapo ndio tumefika. This is one of the communities that I'm in and that I'm very proud of because I've seen where we've come and what we've been able to do. Ebu, we talk about now what we are doing with the money, how we bring it together. So we have a bank account, the longest standing bank account. We've had it for a long time.
Yeah.
And then at some point we brought in a financial
advisor. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we can talk about what does this community mean to you personally? Yeah.
I think this is the most solid female or women community I've ever been a part of. Us sitting down and actually saying, listen, we have gotten to this level. Do we want to continue like this, or do we want to think about other special vehicles that we want to put money into?
Yeah.
I like that we've been able to diversify. We've come to a point actually where we can actually diversify our investments and say, let's try this vehicle. If it doesn't work, we try this one. And if this doesn't work, then we'll come back to the table and talk about it. So the learnings, even as we continue to invest, and even just sit down and say, this investment vehicle is not good for us. True. Let's rethink.
Yeah, let's rethink.
How much, like, just because we're able to quantify how much we are losing.
Yes.
Vis-a-vis putting like
I actually love that for us. We realized, and this would be useful for anyone, we realized practically that putting a lot of money in a money market fund that is not our emergency fund is not smart. It's good when you're putting emergency money in a money market fund, but it doesn't make you a lot of money.
Yeah.
And we recently realized that we've been putting money for a year in a money market fund that we should have put in a different or even 2 or 3 different vehicles.
Yeah.
So that's a realization, which is a learning, right? I wanted to just go back to it, and you talked about, let's go back to your personal practices around money. Maybe we can talk about what do you do to make sure that you are not stressed, you are balancing your money and your well-being, and you're not feeling guilty about how you personally work with your money, because you work with your money. How do you make sure that you do that? You make sure that you're not worried and you're balancing your well-being and how you work with your money.
One, I plan for my money meticulously. Like, I'm an employee, so I'm guaranteed of a certain salary at the end of the month. And so before I get the money, I sit down and say, hey, on 30th, I will be getting this money. How about I plan for it before it comes to my bank account? Because if it comes, you might, who knows?
Yeah,
Like, you might get
true.
distracted. So planning and saying, so this month these are my expenses for this month. This is how much I need to survive for the month. And then realistically, I can put a certain percentage away to pay myself, because I think people often forget to put something aside for themselves.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
so before it comes, I already know this is where everything is going.
Everything should go.
Yeah, so it hits my bank account. I pay everything. I pay myself first. It's literally like I pay to our group, because our group is also part of what
Paying
I consider
yourself.
as paying myself. And I send it out. I will put some other proportion to some other things, and then pay my bills and be left with what I need for the month.
Okay.
Now, whatever happens during the month, I have to survive with
Whatever
that
amount
yes,
that
that
you
I
have.
planned to survive with.
So would you say that you budget or that you plan? Because it sounds like you budget, but it's a rough idea of, I need 20K for the chama.
Yeah.
I need 10K for this and that. I need 50K for groceries. I need this amount for rent and whatnot.
Yeah.
Would you say that that's how you budget?
Yeah, I would call it a form of budgeting, but there's different ways. People look at it differently, right?
Yeah.
For me, I know if I put myself in a box where every other day I come back and say, oh, I spent 2,000 on this, I spent 5,000 on this, and like account for it expense by expense, it's very exhausting.
Okay.
And so I try not to put myself in that like box, so to speak.
Yeah.
And what I just know is I have, say, 20,000 and I need to survive on that, and I just have to make sure that the way I'm spending what I'm left to spend with makes sense for that month.
So let me ask you, what do you think is financial freedom, or what is financial freedom to you?
Financial freedom to me is that I'm able to afford the lifestyle that I want, or be comfortable, and comfortable is relative, right?
Yeah.
For many people. Freedom to me means that I can passively earn money that will help me afford the life that is comfortable to me without necessarily really being hinged on like a job or hustling every day.
I get that. Would you call yourself a spendthrift?
Well, I have my moments.
Okay.
I have moments where
You just want to spend your
yeah,
money.
I just go out and I'm like, you know what, it's fine. It's fine. But those moments when I go back home, I feel so, I'm like, what?
Okay.
You know, like you should have thought about it. I have met people who are really, really good at not buying things in the moment. For me, I will just
That's
see
what I mean.
something.
Are you someone who spends money in the moment?
Yeah, in advance, and then I'll be like, you know what, I need to fill that hole. So I find ways to fill it.
I do that.
But lately, I've realized that one of the things I want to live by is minimal wastage.
Yeah.
Just reducing wastage at every point. It doesn't matter how strong.
I love that.
How, like, it could be food, it could be my body oil, it could be my skincare products. Just making sure, like, really, why are you wasting things?
My God, I do also want to get out of the throes of capitalism
and consumerism.
leave capitalism, because I mean capitalism is a system that we have to exist
Yeah.
in just because of the way things are set up. But consumerism is what I really mean.
Yeah.
Because I will spend money on things that I don't need. I'm impulsively. I'll see something, I'll be like, that dress looks nice on her.
It's a good deal.
It would look nice on me. I know that I will never wear that dress, but just the thought that it would look nice on me will make me buy it. Everything is around you. You want everything. You become so, I want everything, and I feel it's very gluttonous. What is that word? So I wanted to ask you, any lessons that you'd want to share around money, around financial wellness, any lessons you've learned, anything that you're looking forward to achieving, anything you're working on?
Yeah, I mean, I think what I've learned about financial wellness is it's a journey. You just don't wake up and get better and good and everything at the same time. It's just baby steps, learning and learning and being very intentional as well, right?
Yeah.
What else? And part of unlearning is actually realizing you owning a million pieces of plots of land is the most backward thing ever.
It is.
I mean, you can.
The government will come.
With the land rates and everything, and
I mean, someone will grab that land, because you can't be everywhere at the same time.
Yeah, I think also you're holding your money in an asset that you can't easily liquidate.
True.
While it's a good thing to own one or two here and there, but like really think about it deeply and ask yourself why. If you want to develop it because you want it to be your home, that kind of makes sense. But I also, in my mind, I'm like, maybe that's not the first thing you want to do in early in your career. You want to do it later, or you want to do it with cash flows from investments you've made in other vehicles, right?
Yeah.
So that it's not like you asked at a certain age of your life and you're like, all you have to show is you bought land and built a house, but you don't have liquid assets.
Yeah. I think for me, I mean, you're talking about the day-to-day tracking. It's quite important to me. I realize that I do make a budget. I've stuck to the same kind of format for my budget for 3 years now. I put my limits and I adjust because, of course, the cost of living is going up every day. And then I realize that that's when my surplus comes from sometimes. So I put a budget, I pay myself, of course. I pay myself, I put money there, I put money for, my contributory for retirement. I put whatever I need to pay myself, I pay myself. And then I pay my bills. So I do my money things in one go, such that when I'm done, even if you shake me,
there's nothing.
I have enough to take me to the next time that I'm expecting some income to come in.
Yeah.
Because I also realized that now in my budget, I've put the limits to each line item, right? And then now the next thing that I do is, for example, the household spend. Because sometimes you will need stuff, sometimes you have enough, sometimes you go bulk. I go bulk shopping, so I don't buy the same things every other month.
Yeah.
So there's usually like 1,000, like 2,000, like 3K, like 5K here and there.
Yeah.
And those surpluses are what have actually helped me put money aside for emergency fund. Have helped me have an emergency fund.
Yeah.
And recently I've realized how important it is, like you've said, to stay liquid. And I'm not looking to own tracts of land across the country. That's really not my dream. I don't want to own many homes. 1 or 2 is enough. But I want to stay liquid because of the way things are. Things are so uncertain. First of all, income is so uncertain. Of course, the job market is a bit crazy with the changes that are happening. It's really not great.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I want to encourage anyone who is listening. Find instruments that help you stay liquid, to put your money. And this is not professional advice. This is from my personal experience. This is a disclaimer. This is from my personal experience. It is actually quite important for you to stay liquid. Have an emergency fund. Have enough that you're able to cover your bills for a period of time should income stop being consistent.
Yeah.
And then after you've built those tools, after you've built that money, Then you can think about a bit medium to longer term vehicles that help you put money, but with the intention of staying as liquid as possible.
Yeah.
Kirubi had enough. He had income coming in. He had several millions in his account. I don't remember the number, but there was a number that was in his account. And then assets, shares, whatever. And that is what I aspire to have, to remain liquid enough that my needs are covered, that if I feel like paying a first class ticket to Europe during the summer, like right now when it's almost summer is over and we're going into the next season, I can take a flight and go. If I need to, whatever I need to do, I am liquid enough to do it, but I also have assets that, my daughter is in good hands, that I can do business, I can do this and that. I can also give back, because that's also one of the things that I believe in. I can also give back. I think we can wrap that up and talk about, just to wrap this session around community and money, because that is where we've come from. What makes you feel seen, held as a part of community, as a member of a community?
I think a community for me is a space where I'm being held and I can hold others as well, as they navigate the experience of life. Because more often than not, you will get people just giving you advice and, trying to give you solutions to life.
Now, sometimes you don't want advice.
And sometimes you just want to vent.
Girls, can I
vent? vent, and then hear someone else vent as well.
Yeah.
Like, I would imagine, like, we all have, I don't know, ups and downs or life happening.
We do. We all have our moments, and I think we've shared a bit of our moments in the group. So we can talk about mental health. I know we started as tunafanya twende lunch, discuss, tukafanya therapy. Let's go and have therapy together. But what does mental well-being mean to you, first of all? What does that look like for you?
I know when I'm able to just enjoy the little things. Like, I can hang out with my daughter and feel like this is the best thing. I can go out and have coffee by myself and just enjoy the moment. And I wouldn't say without, like, I don't know if it also means without worrying too much about what's happening, maybe right there and then, like, just being very present and enjoying and feeling my feelings without feeling like I'm holding on to dear life,
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah, so I'm trying to refrain from saying, like, moments where I have no problems, because those are very rare moments that don't. But when I can actually enjoy simple things in life, like just waking up to a slow morning and looking outside of the window and enjoying a good cup of coffee and good music and people and just talking like this is very good.
I know I'm in a good space. I know I'm in a good space when there's a song in my head playing over. Like, it means that my mind is not crowded. If there's a song in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I'm actually good. Like, for me, it's very simple. If there's no music in my head, whatever color or whatever artist is there, it doesn't really matter. If there's no music in my head, then I'm like, I'm stressing about something, I'm worrying about something, I am doing mathematics about the other thing, and so on. But when there's music, it's just, I'm there.
Yeah.
It is the music. Then I know my heart is glad. Like, my whole being is glad. That's how I know that I'm in a good mental space. Beyond sleeping, and I'm the person who likes to sleep. I think I can sleep. Like,
you're good.
I'm good. If there's one thing I'm good at, I have mastered
the art of sleeping.
It is the art of sleeping and being able to actually, and I think it's a huge blessing for me. It's if I decide I'm going to bed at whatever time it is, whether it is 9 a.m. after I woke up at 7 a.m., I decide at 9 a.m. I'm going back to bed, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
If it's at night, if I decide I'm going to sleep at 7 p.m., whatever time I decide to sleep. So my point is, I have mastered the art of sleeping. I can sleep. But beyond sleep, maybe, what does rest mean to you?
Rest is waking up in the morning. And I think I touched on that. Like, waking up because I am well rested, not because I am waking
You
up
have
to do
do
something.
something.
Yeah. And then just having a slow morning.
Okay.
Having a slow morning, enjoying a cup of coffee without necessarily feeling like I need to rush and do things. Yeah. And there's such rare moments. I don't know why. I think I just create busyness in
You're one of
my yeah, like I wake up on a Saturday and I'm like, why am I sitting by the window enjoying a cup of coffee? What is that something I should be doing that I'm not doing? And
Okay.
that's something I want to really like work on.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, rest doesn't come so easy.
So in that case, if you're the one who rest comes easy for me, I've had to teach myself, because my mother was like you. She was a busybody.
Yeah.
She was, and I don't.
And
I
my
really
mom is
don't
like that.
want to lead that life where I'm always doing something. I'm always thinking
Yeah.
about the next thing. I'm always looking for something to feel
do. Yeah,
the
yeah.
time. I don't really want to do that. So rest, for me, rest can come easy.
Yeah.
I decide to not see you guys. I'm like, by the way, today I can't do it.
See ya.
I'll see you soon. And I sit over there and I watch TV. Yes. Or I tell my daughter, bring the game with
Yeah.
whichever. So
Yeah.
rest comes easy for me. And that's why I'm like, maybe that's something you should actually have a deeper look at, because what's the need for you to always be doing something?
Yeah.
Because I think first, mentally, you do need to shut down sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we don't want you to have burnout.
Of course. Yeah.
And also physically, it's important to just chill. You like to read, take a book, shut out whatever other demands there are. You like coffee, I don't, but you like coffee. Enjoy a cup of coffee and just chill.
And not feel like the world is burning.
It doesn't. It won't. And even if it burns, there are people who are given jobs to put fires out. Let people have something to do. Let the fire brigade have something.
I like that.
Yes.
You know, a friend of mine actually pointed out that I see a problem and I want to solve it there. Then and now, like, is either that or
I'm sorry, I'm not that person. I don't know at what point I stopped being that person. I think it became too heavy.
Yeah.
And also because I see it coming with also the wanting to solve everybody's problems.
That's me.
Yeah, and someone told me, please stop being Mother Teresa. I think it was either my former boss or
but you,
my
I
therapist.
feel like it's such a female.
It's a female instinct that you. It's a female. You're taught.
It's a nat.
No, you're actually taught, and you become such a good student. You pass with A+, forever and ever, even when you don't need to. It's okay. Let whoever is burning burn. Let whatever is burning, because we need to learn how to rest, and rest is freedom. It's rebellion.
Yeah.
It's actually rebellion against all these expectations and things that we've been taught that don't work for us.
Yeah.
Because one day your body is not working the way it should because you overexerted yourself. One day your mind is not working as it should because you have overdone yourself, you have overstressed, you have served everybody. You're dealing with heartbreak because you've also decided to solve people's problems for them. Nazako hujamaliza. Please, welcome rest. It is freedom.
That's, I think, one thing I need to work on.
It is freedom, which brings me to the next thing. I saw you in Europe at the gym. Who does that? Because let's talk about what that means, like physical wellness. Yeah. Because I think it's one of the things that I admire about you, but I also hate about you. Because why are you in Europe in the gym?
I know. I get comments. They're like, really? Now you're just showing off.
Like, yeah.
No, but
Index
like
1 in fitness.
If there's something, I try to do one thing for myself every day that makes me feel good. And I know my friends say, how does lifting weights feel good? It feels like you're exerting yourself.
Yes, they should try. I go to the gym. I'm not as consistent. I don't need to go every day. I go 3-4 days a week and I'm okay. Hey, wewe kila siku jamani.
No, it's not every day. I know it might seem like that. Don't let Instagram fool you. But no, it's not every day. I also try to do it 4 times a week. at least 4 times a week. I rarely do 5 times because again, lifting weights and building muscles, you need to rest for it to actually rebuild, because you're breaking it in the gym, right? You're breaking the muscles in the gym. But to me, lifting weights and going to the gym is a way of like paying my dues to my body. Because I will spend 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours sitting down and looking at my computer and overworking literally everything from my body to from my brain to everything else. And I think I am paying the respects that my body needs as far as keeping it active and making sure that I can have this body for as long as possible. Because what's happening when you're working and sitting on your laptop or walking around and trying to get money, you're losing something as you're doing that, right?
True.
So you have to find a way to say, hey, like you said, rest is one thing, but exercise is another thing, because after 30 years, the muscle degenerates, right? So you have to be very intentional about it. And I learned it very late in life. I wouldn't say late, but I, for a long time, always thought that it's only men that need to go to the gym and lift. For me, I just need to, walk, run, do everything else that is not that is not
heavy or exotic.
Building, yes.
Exotic.
But we need just as much
need your muscle.
Yeah, I need it. I need to be able to.
Yeah, that's our fight.
Yeah.
Actually, the older you get, you need to work on your muscle. You need to work on your bone structure, so because you're losing mass and so you need your muscle and your bones to be working as they should.
Exactly.
I hear that.
Yeah.
So, but have you ever felt like, I don't feel like going, but I have to go, like faking it until?
Oh yes, it's a battle.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially for us women, it's not our month has like different 4 phases, right? It's not the same. Like there's a week I feel like I'm so energized. I really want to. And then there's like, even now I go, but I don't want to. But after I go, I'm just like, wow, I'm so glad I did it. I feel like I leave my problems literally at the gym. I come back and I don't know, they're called endorphins.
Yeah, I just feel good.
And it's not by coincidence, guys. And it's not just hearsay. It's that actually your body is responding to the right things that you're doing to it.
Okay.
So it's
apart from gym, exercise, lifting weights, what does caring for your body look like in this season?
Eating right. Yeah. Eating is like, to me, is I'm nourishing. Again, there's exercising, and then there's you not nourishing your body with the right nutrients.
Yeah.
So one can't exist without the other.
True.
And when I eat right, even like, have you ever had breakfast and felt like you want to go back to sleep? That's not the right kind of breakfast. Because that
breakfast should set you up for success.
It should set you up for success. But if you feel like, oh my god, I want to go back to sleep for another 2-3 hours, that does not work for you.
Yeah. And maybe
eating right, maybe
eating right.
Yeah. So eating right, connecting with people, just having conversations. I never turn down a friend who wants to hang out over coffee, because what that does to me afterwards, it's so liberating.
Case in point today, you're like, I'm game.
Yes,
we talk.
Like, I've come from the garage because my car is giving me drama, but I was like, this conversation is what will set my day. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if I was to go home, I would probably go mop about all the things, all the bad things that are happening. But having this conversation is just a really, really good way to end my day, or to actually, it's actually the highest point of my day today. Yeah,
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, I think people underestimate how much connecting and having conversations with other humans, how important that is. Yeah. Have you ever been down and thought that sleeping will solve it, and you wake up and you feel like 10 times
you feel worse? Yeah. I feel worse when I sleep.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be annoyed because I just need to sleep.
Yeah.
But there are times when I'm like, I actually need to talk to someone. And then if I pick up my phone and I call someone who doesn't pick up, now it adds to the annoyance because I'm like, this person, I need to talk to them. How are they not picking my calls? Why don't they know? Because I just need to feel like I may not actually want to talk about what is stressing me.
Yeah, just
or that particular issue. I mean, just want to connect to another human and just talk to them and ask them, how are you? What's going on? How did this happen? And they're like, yeah. I just wanted to find out how you are, because that's how it goes for me. Sometimes something is bugging me, and then to get off that space, I just want to call you, to call Carol, to call Faith, and find out something completely different that sets my mind away from this particular issue that's bugging me. I'll probably even want to deal with this issue later by calling again either of you to talk about it with them. But in the moment, I just want to connect to someone verbally.
Yeah.
And maybe as we wrap up this conversation, I wanted you to... You are closer to 30 than you are to 40. I'm one step away from 40. I know. But God is good. I'm grateful. Aging is a gift. So I wanted to ask if you could speak to another woman who is navigating their 30s or a season where they are looking for wellness all around. They're looking to be physically well. They're looking to be mentally well. They're looking for their money to work. They're also looking for community, or they want to be part of communities that actually add value to them. It doesn't need to be financial. It just needs to be the value of community is the connection, the personal connections to other people. What would you tell them?
I would say that a lot of the answers we are looking for are usually they're inside. We always know when something feels right and when something feels wrong. And alignment.
We've mastered the art of turning red flags to pink flags.
I know. Yes, we try to really force a lot of things. And it's in different facets. It could be at work. It could be at home. It could be... And then we just show up as this person who is performing all the time. We are always in our performative mode, so to speak. And I think alignment is very important in every way, like at work, with your finances, with your friends, with really literally everyone. And so seeking answers from inside and really listening to yourself and saying, actually, I don't like that. I don't like it. So you start by saying, okay, I don't like it, then how do I fix it? And you're very authentic and very honest with yourself, because then you'll actually start by acknowledging, I really don't like it, so how do I fix it? Then you take steps from there. And it could be even financial. You could be sitting there and you're like, I really don't like my financial situation. Why? Because I overspend. So why do you overspend?
I'm trying to keep up with the
Joneses. And then you say, okay, now these are the steps that I'm going to take to just make sure that I'm on the right path, right? And then it goes a long way with like things like work. Like, do you like what you do? You don't need to have purpose at your workplace, right? You can create purpose on the side.
You can create purpose anywhere.
Anywhere. It doesn't need...
In your children. In being a friend.
In being creative.
In cooking wonderful meals for your family. That could be a thing that you find purpose in, that you really enjoy. All right. That's really powerful. For me, if anybody listens to this, I think the most empowering thing that has been told to me this year was it's okay to say no to the things that you don't agree with, that you don't like, that that make you uncomfortable. It's okay to say no. And it's okay to change your mind. If you feel like this is the best decision that I can make right now, make the decision. Because it's okay. You can take 2 days and decide, okay, this doesn't work anymore. And you can change your mind. It is actually okay. Even if it means like it's a life-changing decision. My God, it's a short life, but it's also a long life, depending on how well you live it. So give yourself the freedom to say no. And to know that you can always change your mind, to even also say yes. I mean, it's okay to also say yes to opportunities. whether you are afraid or not. So those 3 words, it's okay to say yes, it's okay to say no, and it's okay to change your mind. You won't die if you change your mind.
No.
Like I said, if it causes a fire, there's a fire brigade, and their job is to put fires out. Let people be able to earn
Yep.
their keep. And with that, thank you so much for listening to us. I think the conversation might have been a bit all over the place, but we really wanted you to really grab ideas around what community means to us.
Yep.
Snider and I have been friends for a long time. I have friends that I met when I was 6 years old that are still part of my communities. But Snider belongs to a community of women that I talk to, that I spend time with, that I share my portions of my life with, and that I save my money with, I invest my money with. If anything, money is one of the most important facets of our lives because it is a tool for life. So this is a community that has been with me at some of my lowest moments. There have been also the people that I go dancing with when I feel like let's go have a good time. There are also the people that I will turn to, whether as a wholesome group or as individuals, to tell them that I'm really struggling with this thing or the other thing. And they're the people who I expect to shame me when I make stupid mistakes, with love, of course, and to tell me when I'm doing the right thing, and to tell me and to cheer me on when I'm actually on the right path. They are my people, and I'm very grateful for them. We hope that you've learned or that you've had snippets of our lives, of our engagements, that will help you lead a better life, that will help you make bits of better decisions, that will rally you around your communities, to either find your communities or to dig a bit deeper into them. As we know, the price of community, the price of relationships, the price is inconvenience. So you have to really allow yourself to be inconvenienced, because communities are the foundations of a good life. You need friends, you need people around you, whether you're going through a good time or whether you're going through a hard time. With that, thank you for joining us. Please keep follow our pages at ThriveHaus on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on TikTok. We are there, and this conversation will be posted on YouTube. So ThriveHaus on YouTube as well. We will come again. And with that, thank you so much.
Thank you.